Hey everyone, I have my kit from Maskcara Beauty and I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you guys today. I ran out of my tea because I drank it all. It's a cold iced tea today and I drank it so fast because it was so refreshing and it's such a beautiful day. And now my throat's dry because I drank my drink too fast. So bear with me. I'm going to have a little bit of like a dry throat as I'm talking a lot. So I don't have my drink with me, obviously, because I drank it all. So just bear with me. Dry throat. Okay. So again, I got my Maskcara Beauty kit and I wanted to show you guys what I received. The first thing I'm going to do is talk to you about what I have, but I'm also going to do that as I'm applying. I'm going to try and make this incredibly fast so you guys can see how fast this is, okay? So when you order your products, you order them as pans. I'm going to be only showing you the highlight and contour shade and the blush, like the lip and cheek shade. So there's 3 different things, but I have a few different colors because I want to do a little bit of dimension on my face. And that's what this whole 3D foundation thing is. So I'm going to just talk to you a little bit first about how you order. So when you get color matched, so you send your picture in to me, you have to be in front of a window that's open, and it's like kind of a midday kind of deal. Go back about 3 feet from the window and then take a selfie so that you're not having direct sunlight hitting your face, but you have natural lighting. That's the best selfie to take. And then send that to me and I'll get you your color matched shades. So what you would do then is order online, and I can send you guys the link if you want. And you get a pan. So it's $20 per pan, and they come like this. They're just a little pan like that, and it slides out. So this is the front of one of them. Kind of really cute packaging too. It's a tin, and then it comes in a tin pan, and it looks like that. So what you do then, if you get 4 of those, you can get a free palette, which looks like this. So this is the one where you fit the 4 in. The more you buy, the bigger the palette you get for free. A lot of it is sold out right now because they just had a huge customer appreciation sale. So if you got a palette, you are so lucky because a lot of them are sold out. If you don't want to do that and you just want to buy the highlight and contour shades, you just buy one of each of these or 3 of them, and you can keep them in these little slidey things. So you take it out of the slide thing and you put the pan in the magnetic palette, and it just sits there, and you can fit 4 of these in this pan or this palette. So that's how it works. My palette looks like this. So it's a double stacker, and it's a mini double stacker, I believe. I'm still like learning these things. I'm pretty sure this is a mini, but I'm not 100% sure. So it has 2 levels instead of just the 1. This one just has the 1. This one has 2. They all come with mirrors in them. And then all my product is laid out here. So I have my foundation shades, my contour shade, and then my blush shades. I'm going to do this as fast as I can without going too crazy because I do want you guys to see exactly what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to be using the 30-second hack brush. I highly recommend this brush, especially for beginners. Mom, I'm going to watch the game. I know it's on. Michael's watching it right now, and I'm just going to go meet up with him. That's why I want to do this quickly. My high suggestion for applying products, especially if you have oilier skin, is to apply a primer on your face. I'm going to say that no matter what makeup you're buying. If you have any kind of like combination or oily T-zone or just oily skin in general, I'm going to say highly recommend a primer. You can talk to me about that. Just let me know what you think. They also have a setting spray that you can apply to your damp brush or sponge. This is called the 3D Perfector. And it comes in this little, it's really small. I've put water on it and it's expanded quite a bit. And it tells you the steps on the packaging. So I squeezed it out, and it actually is very pliable, so you can definitely move it around very easily and get it really nice and close to your face and like pound that on your face. I'll show you what I mean. Pounce it maybe is better. But it will definitely help smooth it out after. So I'll go into that after, but if you're going to use their setting spray as a primer, spray it on the damp beauty blender first and then put it on your face and then go in with your foundation. I'm not going to be wearing this for very long. I'm just doing the tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and use the brush. I've cleaned this and I've let it set, and so it's okay to use now. I always highly recommend cleaning your new brushes because you don't know who's touched them. And I'm going to go in with my, I guess the color that's closest to my skin first. So there is no actual foundation. This whole thing is considered a foundation. Your highlight and your contour are just going to blend together and give you that one step instead of doing a foundation first and then a concealer and then a contour. You're going to do all of that in one step. So I'm going to just use for now the pointy parts. So there's two ends. There's a more pointy one, which I would use more for underneath the eyes, around the mouth, over the eyebrows, just to get really nice and close. And then you're going to use this side for putting the contour around the outer part of your face, which I'll talk to you guys about shortly. You can actually see my natural contour, the shadow where the light is kind of not hitting me as much, and then the center of my face is where the light is hitting me, and that's where you're going to put the lighter shade. So we're going to start off with the actual like kind of matchy color first, which is right here. I'm going to start with this one first. So I have to try and get my mirror close up, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Just let me know if there's any issues. But I'm just going to apply this on the parts where I don't want there to be a lot of brightness. And you can, of course, like go in and change stuff later. You don't need a lot, so don't put a whole lot. I'm actually going to do like an ombre effect on my forehead and kind of around my face. So just keep an eye out for what I'm doing here. Now what I'm going to do with my nose, because I want to make sure that it looks smooth. Our noses have a lot of texture normally. So I'm just going to take the brush and like blend that product into my nose. And I do have a lot of redness. You guys probably noticed before I started. I was outside this morning and I have a lot of redness, and you're going to just see my face just goes not just smooth and flat, it takes dimension and it gets rid of all the extra colors and the extra texture, and it's going to get rid of the redness and all that stuff. So just you'll be able to see as I continue on. Also, I get some freckles and stuff in the summer and I have sunspots, so you'll be able to see all of that go away as well. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brighter shade. I'm going to go in with this yellowy shade here. So you see there's two different tones. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten my face now. So I'm going to take that underneath my eye. I'm not taking very much. I'm just dabbing a little bit on my face. And anywhere that I want the brightness. So like when the light was shining on me, you could really see it in this general area. That's why I'm applying it how I'm applying it. I like to stipple the product on as well because I feel like it's going to get into your pores a lot better, and then we'll blend it out afterward. But you can already see my face is taking shape and dimension, and we haven't even blended anything out yet. Then what I'm going to do is take the pinched side, so you can see that the ferrule of the brush is pinched in. That's going to give you a little bit of an angled, more of a line, instead of it being so round. Like this one's not pinched, it's much more round. So I'm going to take my contour shade now, which is right here. And I'm just going to put that underneath my cheekbone. I like a lot more contour, and I actually chose a lighter contour shade than I would prefer, but I'm trying to show you that you can still have a very natural look with this, and it doesn't look cakey. I mean, it does right now because we haven't blended anything out, but You will see. And I'm really dark today, so using these lighter foundations, I think I need to match myself again, but I know this tan is gonna fade pretty good, so. I only have a little tiny forehead, but I'm gonna contour anyway, just so you guys can see the dimension. And also, I have a wide shaped head this way, so I want to make it more narrow, so I'm going to put contour to the hairline on each side of my face as well, just to add the shape. And then I'm going to take a little bit on each side of my nose. For those of you who are not interested in makeup, I just want to say hi. I'm sure there's quite a few people who have clicked on and thought, what the heck is going on? I'm also putting the contour underneath and around my bottom lip because I want to make it look fuller and give it a little more depth. And then a little bit around the bottom of my face. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start blending things out, and then you can add where you need to add. It's always best to go incredibly light and add products later than it is to just go crazy at first, because you don't want to have a ridiculous amount of product on your face and feel uncomfortable with what you're wearing. Then you'll probably just want to take it right off. So just put a little bit and blend it out. You can already see my face is a lot brighter just by blending that tiny little bit out. And this side, you can see the redness underneath where I applied the product because it's just stippled on. You can already see that it's a lot brighter. If you hear my phone vibrating, I'm getting some messages, so I'm so sorry about that. So basically, I'm just stippling onto the spots that I want to cover where I applied the brightest foundation shade first. This is so easy. Like, you don't have to apply a ton of different things, and basically your face already has so much dimension. Normally, just applying my foundation would take me this long. So this is kind of interesting. This is my first real time doing this as well, by the way. So, like, legit first impression here. I have like tried it once before, and it was only to feel the product on my face. So just so you're aware, this is like legit my first time playing with the product. It's always good to stipple. I like to spread the product around and then press. That's just something that has worked for me in the past, but highly recommend like stippling like this. It does take a little bit longer, but honestly, you don't have to do much because you already have your full face done, basically. So this basically just saves you so much time, like so much time. So now I'm just going to go and start going over top of the areas where I put the little bit of a deeper foundation color, where I want to cut out my brow and make sure that there's no line there. I hope I'm staying in frame. And then I'm just going to blend out my contour shade that I have already applied and just buff that out. I'm going to use circles. I find that method works best because a big thing here is just a tip for anyone using any kind of foundation. I don't care what it is, if it's drugstore, high-end, Maskcara Beauty, makeup, I don't care. Make sure you are blending in your hairline, okay? Because you don't want to have a different color scalp than you do. It's going to look like you're wearing a mask otherwise. So just make sure that you're blending really, really well. I hope you guys can see this. This is crazy. Like, I already did my eyes before. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a skeptic. When my friends were telling me about this, I was like, well, it's cream, you know. But I did so much research before I decided to start selling this stuff. And really, I mean, it's just, I wanted to do something with makeup, and everyone always asks me what's simple, and my regular routine is like mad long. It's so long. And I can always, of course, help you. If this isn't for you, I totally get it. And I can always help you with whatever it is that you're looking for. If you are definitely loyal to a specific brand, I can absolutely help you with that. All I'm saying is, I was a skeptic. I was a skeptic. But this is so easy. So I think I would go one shade lower than I have on my eyes right now because I am so tan. That's the only thing that I would do different, is probably throw something a tiny less bright. Now what I'm going to do is take my lightly dampened, they call this a Perfector Sponge, and I'm just going to take the bottom part and pounce it where I want to blend my makeup out. So basically, it's going to pick up any extra products that you have sitting on top of your skin, but it's not going to lift out so much that it's going to take it all off. If you do find that a spot is coming up a little more than you'd like, all you have to do is go back over that because you have enough product on your brush. This isn't going to soak up the product. So these are synthetic bristles. They're just going to keep the product on the bristle. It's not going to like suck up like if it was natural hair that has follicles in it. This is going to just keep the product on the tip of the brush. So you're really good there. And all you need is this. You just need one brush. And maybe the sponge. I would recommend the sponge too. So I'm going in with my finger. Highly recommend making sure that you wash your hands very well before doing any kind of thing like that. I just want to make sure, because I have eye makeup on already in my inner corner, I don't want to go in too close with the brush. So I'm just smushing the product around. That's pretty much all you need to do for your foundation. That's it. You don't even have to do anything else if you don't want. And you basically have your entire face completely done. It feels really nice, actually. I'm kind of shocked. I'm being honest, I'm kind of shocked. This didn't take very long at all. Michael would be pretty impressed that it didn't take me so long to do my makeup. Yeah, I definitely think the only thing I would do probably is go a hint less bright under my eye. I usually like really bright under my eye, but I think it's just too bright with my tan because you can tell like my neck is really dark, but it is also just tan today. I'm really enjoying this. The only thing I would do is add like a touch more on the nose. and then pounce it off. Wow. You can see the shape of my face, like it's taking shape. I'm pretty impressed with that. So the underneath of my lip had a little bit of contour, so you can see there's a little bit of a contour there. I'm actually going to take a small brush. I just bought this at the store, and I'm going to take, it's a concealer brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the contour shade and apply it to kind of like a liner around my upper lip. And you're going to see a complete difference. And you don't need a lot, and just blend it out. And it's going to add some fullness. You can also use these with a concealer brush as a lip liner. So that's really nice. I like that. I think what I'm going to do is try the Nude. I think this is Nude for lip and cheek. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm not going to use any other brush, just the same, just one brush for everything. So these would be your tools. And then, of course, if you did do illuminators and you did cream, you could use this. But if you did powder, I highly recommend you using a brush that has real hair for the powder products, because that works best for powder products. This works best for creams. I'm kind of blown away right now. I'm really excited about this, actually. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this rounded end for the blush. And I'm just using like the littlest dab, because a little goes a long way with blush. You can just see the brightness where the light is hitting my face and where I put the lighter color. It is very natural. Like, it's a very, very natural look. I'm not actually used of, I like having the powder stuff on my face. This is just a totally new, like, lifted, elevated option for me. I'm actually really impressed. You just see how effortlessly it goes on. Like, I'm adding a little because I'm really new to this. This is, like I said, this is my first time really actually doing a look and not just swatching stuff on my face. I kind of wish I had like a powder highlight to show you guys. I kind of wish I had that. I feel like these just blend in so well together. It legit looks like this could be wedding makeup. If I put on wedding eyeshadow, this look looks very romantic. And doing this like for work and stuff so fast, like, I'm actually real shocked. Like, this is a daily thing. You could look like this daily. I'm really impressed with this stuff, actually. It's nice. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more contour to the edge of my nose, because that's a problem area for me. So I just want to add a little bit to the edge. And then I'm going to take, I think I'm going to do the same color of blush on my lips. So I'm going to take this Nude shades again, just so you guys can see you don't need much product at all. I only really used these three for my foundation and contour, or my highlight and contour, and this for my lip and cheek. So 4 things, and you would get this free. And you'd put each of those things in here, and you'd be good to go. Like, I'd say that that's pretty darn good. So this is the Nude shade. I'm going to go in with my finger. I really like that. If you want to kick it up a little bit, you could add a glossy version of a lipstick. So they have lip and cheek shades that are glossy and lip and cheek shades that are more mattified. And that's what this one is. It's a matte shade. I personally prefer mattified looks. I can't remember. I think this other one that I have, if you can see that, that one I think that's a gloss, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a little, you can sheer it out a little more. That's a really pretty color too. These are so easy to use. Like, I haven't even had to go over like this with my Perfector Sponge at all for my blush. I love how natural it looks and how nice it looks. And my contour looks like it's just my skin. It looks like the lighting is actually legit just my skin. So I'm highly impressed. You can take it up another level if you prefer. You can always add extra contour for more carve. I kind of like how it is right now. I definitely like the natural look of this. It doesn't feel like too much. So let me know what you guys think. I'm totally done here. The only other thing I can suggest is, if you are at all interested and you have oily skin, 2 things. Get a setting powder or a setting loose powder. You can just use whatever if you have one at home. So it just goes right over top of the product and sets it. And also a setting spray. And Maskcara Beauty actually has a setting spray, but it is out of stock right now. Again, I told you they had their customer appreciation sale on Wednesday last week, and they legit sold out of so many things. It's a really new company, and it's blowing up. Like, it's like the next best thing. Like, it's just brand new. People are hearing about it. Like I said, I did so much research. I didn't even try the product and I decided to sell it. So it definitely works. Like, it definitely works. And I trust my 2 friends so much with their opinion. I can't say enough. I'm blown away, to be completely honest. So I definitely recommend you try. If you are interested in ordering through myself, you can send me your selfie. Just let me know what you guys, if you need any help with that, if you want to know if it's like the right amount of sunlight, whatever, I'm happy to help you with that. If you don't want to order through me, that is 100% okay. There are a couple of other people in Manitoba that do sell it. That's totally great. Do what you need to do. If you want to try it, I highly recommend it. It's great, actually. I think one of these is about, I want to say $49 or $51, something like that, but it's double-ended. And I'm storing mine on something I got from Amazon. So I'm just taking a couple other brushes off. So it looks like that. And you get 2 of these. You really only need 1, but you get 2 of them. So if you know someone, go with them and order this. I think it was $12 or $13, and then these just sit right in there. So, well, it sits better when it's on the desk, but it's a way to store your brushes, and you can put that in the drawer if you have a drawer of room enough. I do not. I have way too much crap, but after using this, you do not need much. Like, your drawer will be more empty if you're just using this stuff, because legit, you have everything you need. Again, I just want to go over what I used. So I used this light shade, this a little bit darker shade. So this is my brightening shade. This is a more neutral kind of all over shade, and my contour shade. Again, you don't need one thing for all over your face. You just put it in certain areas, and it does come with a card when you get your products. So it will show you where to apply them. If you don't know or you're not confident, we can do this. We can go one-on-one on Messenger Live or something, and I can help you with that for sure. I'm so happy to do that. You guys know I do these makeup tutorials constantly, and I will be doing a lot more now with this. Next time I do one, I'm going to do one with a little more contour and different types of contour. I can't wait to buy the eyeshadow. You guys know I have too much eyeshadow, but I want to try it so that I can recommend it to you guys if I like it or not, because I'm not going to sell you something that I don't believe in. One thing I did want to mention was I got a couple of products that have some bumpies. So what happens with the bumpies is it's the vitamin E in the product, and it kind of like pushes through the top of the product. So when that happens, it's still safe to use. It's just the oils coming through. So don't worry about that. If you notice that your product is starting to have a smell, a really, really strong, like old smell, like any kind of cream products have, it's probably time to replace it. And it should be okay to still wear. It's just probably not going to give you the best look like you could have with newer stuff. So it will give you an idea of when to replace your products as well. These are good for up to a year, I believe it is. Again, I have to try and figure all of this new information out. I'll make sure I make points for myself for my next tutorial for you guys. But I'm actually quite blown away. Like, I literally just used these three and this one on my full face minus my eyes. My lips, my cheeks, my face, done with those 4 products. So I'm pretty impressed. I have to say, normally I probably use about 6 brushes. Actually, I will show you. So this is foundation. I don't even have my, oh, here's my powder. This is for my dry powder. This is my blush. This is my contour for my face, contour for my nose. This is for my primer. This is for my under eye concealer. Like, I'm not done yet. So you could do all this, or you could do this, right? I'm like really blown away. You guys can tell. You can tell. Like, yeah. When I'm lost for words, you know. Like, it's real. So there is another few brushes actually. As I get more into this and I sell more and I crew more, I will be using different brushes so that I can show you guys how to use them. This is a brush and bronzer, like for brush, dual-ended. All you need is one brush to start off. Until you start getting used to the products, I will end up using this. This is the one for the bronzer, all over face. And this is the one for the blush. These are synthetic bristles, you can tell, because they're very shiny and they're not real hair. So they're good for creams. Yeah, this one is also synthetic as well. So good for creams. Anything that's real hair is good for powders. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. But highly recommend, if you're going to just start out with it, just get the one and the sponge. They are sold out of this right now, and I believe they're sold out of this right now. But there is a couple of other options that I don't have. One is a very light applying brush, and it is, it's kind of like the essence of this, but a little looser bristles. So you're going to apply less product, use less product on your face. So if you don't have the redness or the imperfections or any kind of undertone, like for example, purple under the eyes, if you don't have any of that stuff, you can probably just go with that really light brush. Anything that you want to put your foundation on with very lightly and not have as much of an impact, you can use that one. And there's another one that is called a detail brush, and it's really good for contour and getting right in the inner corners, and it's a little more detailed, obviously, a detail brush. I want that very badly because I definitely want to do a lot more nose contour, and I want to start doing like stuff with the eyes and trying things with the eyes. Definitely would be good for lips as well. So it's good to have something if you're going to do a little more like drama in your look. But you really only need those four and the brush and the sponge. And I mean, it's up to you. If you have oily skin, get the setting spray. Unless you haven't already used that, that's great too. But I'm highly recommending this. I'm actually pretty shook right now. Like, I'm looking at my face thinking, this looks really natural. I'm liking it. Let me know your thoughts. Give it a thumbs up if you guys watched the video. I would greatly appreciate that. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to leave my link just above the video. I will post this on my Facebook wall, and I will post this on the Maskcara group. If you want to be added to the group and I haven't added you, just give me a DM or something. Let me know. And I can definitely get you hooked up in there. If you have any friends or anything that you think might be interested, just invite them into that group. If you're in there, go ahead and add them. I literally added like 300 people, maybe not 300, but I added a lot of people in there. It doesn't matter, male, female, whatever you guys, whatever. If you want to add that person in there, you add that person. It doesn't matter. Everyone is welcome. Let me know your thoughts. I'm so curious to let me know what this looks like to you. Application was effortless. Like, it feels like any other makeup that I would wear on my face. I just really need to set it. I can tell I need to set it because I'm a very oily skin girl. So yeah, I'm blabbing because I'm excited. So I'm going to stop here. I want to go watch the Jets game as well. But let me know your thoughts. This is just the Maskcara Beauty stuff, and it looks great. I can't believe this. I never contour my forehead, and I think I'm gonna start. I love it. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop me a message, invite yourself, or like let me know if you want to be added. I'll add you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.